We are live. I think I'm liking this on the side here. It's like my new love. Just, I don't know if you guys, I'm obsessed with this microphone scenario.
Your boyfriend, the microphone.
My boyfriend, the microphone. His name is Stan. I love it. Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. We are here today for pet readings and Reiki. Actually, when you're here, say hi. I'm going to have Lorna tell a little story, if she's open to it, about this one time when someone lost their pet.
Oh.
Lorna, do you want to tell the story, Lorna? Because I like
Larry. I think I haven't heard anything back from Jackie yet, but so Nancy messaged me and asked me if I could get in contact with Jackie. So I don't know, I just like animals and I just vibe into animals, and everything I said was spot on. And then Jackie's got this lady, I think, would you call them bomb dogs, whatever?
Yeah, she's a trainer for them.
Some of that. So, looking, so it's out with the master, basically looking for Louis, and Louis was from a foster home because it's not very nice what happened, but Jackie took him in, and I just think that he was a bit scared. He's scared of tall people, and he decided there was an opening. He decided he wanted to go out and play, and we're just still looking for him. But yeah,
I love it.
He keeps talking to me. He just doesn't. I think he likes like a bit of freedom, not freedom, but I think he's just a bit scared and a bit lost. So I've sent Jack and Lily out there, my llamas, to try and get him in.
So for those of you who don't know, Lorna has a special ability where she can locate animals that are lost.
Yeah.
So our friend, so for those of you just jumping on, just to recap, our friend, our beautiful master coder and Arcturian goddess, Nancy's friend, is in dire straits. Her beautiful dog that she's fostering, I think she's adopting at this point, right? Got lost, got out, and no one could find her. There is this other beautiful woman who trains dogs to help find bombs and all that stuff. I mean, there's like really a lot of people looking for it. So there's an absolute panic, right? Because, I mean, you lose your fur baby, there's an absolute panic. And so Nancy reached out to us and she said, who? And I was like, well, I work with these two beautiful people, Sami and Lorna. And she goes, Lorna's awake. I'm going to connect with her. I said, great. And off they went. And Lorna just, I mean, it's incredible. Lorna downplays it, but she was able to see like the bench where the dog was staying, and they live in the Philadelphia area, right? Like Lorna's never been to Philly. This is like what I love so much about how this works and how we can really do anything. And so she just, in her remote viewing, followed the dog along the path. And so when they went out to look for the dog, they saw the bench with the hole. They saw the fountain. They talked to people that she had seen by the river, and they were like, yep, we've seen that dog. Yep. She even told them like to look in this bush, and they saw an animal in the bush, like every single thing. And now Lorna's like, I think the dog's just going to come back on its own. It's going to get like cold. So I'm going to be like, that was fun. And so it's so interesting too.
You're better explaining things.
I just find it so amazing that you guys could do this, because Sami totally tunes into like, it's so interesting because we'll just be talking and she'll just be like, I'll just see her like turn. I'm like, gosh, she's talking to one of my cats right now. I love it so much. I mean, we do it so naturally, right? We don't really talk about it, but these are things that you know, we can do, and we can all learn to do this. And you know, we have such a love for animals, and so when the very first time we did this together, we connected with on one of our soul tribes. We now call them the confidential crew. They're 2 dogs and a cat. And ever since then, they just show up. I'll just be like sitting in my kitchen and I'm like, I see these 2 little chihuahuas come up, sit, look at me. And they're like, they just stare at me and they're like, you gonna call daddy? You gonna call daddy and mommy right now? You need to call daddy and mommy right now. And I was like, so I'll just like text them and be like, hey, what's up? It happens to them all the time. So you guys, like, once you really make a connection and you're open to it, it's amazing where it can take you. And we just started this because we have this love for animals. And, you know, we always talk about doing Reiki on people and the humans and you know, what we are doing, but like to connect with our animals are such beautiful guides because, you know, and this is what Sami talks all the time. You know, she's been working at like, oh my gosh, you've been with dogs forever. You raise dogs, like, you know, what, and how they just know. And so Sami talks a lot about when she does the Reiki on the dogs that she could just stand in the room and literally open her hands up and they just are open to it. And so there's so much in this world. So, you know, we all got together and we're like, hey, wait a minute, let's do this thing. And so we've done it a couple times. It's been so much fun. And definitely something that we've noticed, like once we connect with them, like that's it forever. So if you've had an animal that's passed or, you know, someone's got a lost animal or, you know, anything like that, you want us to connect to them, this is it. You know, we also, of course, offer this as, you know, if you can connect with either of these 2 beautiful ladies to help locate animals. I'm too much chaos for that. The animals just see me and they're like, oh, we're going to play. And I was like, I have to know where you are. They're like, no, you brought fairies. Let's go here. And I was like, we're supposed to find things, you guys. Trying to be responsible.
So this is Louis.
Oh, guys, brush.
And this is Soot. What the dog? That's I love it. I just so love him. He's searching.
Yeah.
Is that dog blind or vision impaired?
No, he does like he sniffs like bombs and things like that.
Oh,
He's
so
Yeah.
a specialized dog.
I've only ever seen those goggles on blind dogs before.
All right.
That's like so fascinating.
Dogs with like the double Merle gene.
He's yeah.
Wait, tell us more about that.
Louis, bloody coming home.
Tell
The
us
double Merle gene?
Yeah, can you elaborate, please?
Dog breeds that can potentially have the Merle coloring. If you have an irresponsible breeder, a lot of times they will well, I mean, they don't always know in the beginning, but if you breed a dog that has the double Merle gene, they can come out with heart defects. A lot of times Addison's, I think is what it's called, comes along with that. They are blind and deaf, and they look a little albino, like they're white. They have really bright blue eyes. And it's something that once you have a pup with the double Merle, then you're supposed to stop breeding those particular dogs. So that way you don't continue it because it shortens the life expectancy of the dog. And obviously being blind and deaf and having a variety of other disabilities is pretty rough. If they do live into adulthood, their adulthood is pretty short. So there's rescues in Indiana, I know, like called the Pink Hearts Rescue, that takes in double hearts, our double Merle dogs, and rescues them out. But yeah, I work with a lot of deaf dogs.
You do.
Yeah.
The big Danes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sign language. It's our best friend. Unless they close their eyes and then you're screwed.
You can only imagine this. Yeah. So we just have this beautiful love for animals and we've been connecting. I do Reiki on my dog every day. He's getting to a point where he's actually asking for now. So he's moving to a point where standing is sort of becoming an optional thing for him. So we're just kind of here. So if you're feeling like you want us to connect with your animal or do any healing or any of that, it's also, we always try to find reasons to all hang out too, because we just love each other so much. We're like, hi. So
I remember when we first did this. I loved it.
Oh my gosh, that was wild. Remember Alex's dog? Oh my god.
Yes.
I still have I could still feel that dog bounding up and jumping into my lap and like just licking me. And I was like, you're a spirit dog. Like the dog. So even he's like, yep, that's exactly how he is. It's so fun how it's just fun. Because they're just like so beautifully understand, right? Like they just get it.
Yeah.
My dog, he's like the healer, right? We'll take all the negative energy. You should just lay down on the ground with me maybe for a little while. Bring a snack.
He's the sweetest of the boys.
I love him. Yeah. Now we have wild cats too. They're a good time. He did save me that one time, Kaylee. You're correct. This one time we did that. We were doing tetherings and it was like a big tethering. And right after that, like our house got hit with COVID and like it was awful. And everybody got together and did a big healing for me. It was so sweet. And there was someone was like, "Do you have a dog?" And I was like, "I do." They're like, "The dog is like, go lay down. Go lay down next to me." And I was like, "Great, because I'm already on the ground and the dog's already here. So convenient." But yeah, he really did. It's sweet. Our cat too. Our Dorian, when we get really sick, he hangs out. You guys experience that too? You get extra snuggly with your animals come up? Yeah, no, yeah. Anyone? Bueller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose I look like a ghost.
Yeah.
I'm in a new spot.
My cattle dog, not so much. Like he sees it as like, they're weak. But the Great Dane Akita, like if you even like gasp too loudly, she'll like come up and be like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" You know.
That Libra in her too, right?
Yeah. She's a Libra pup.
I know.
Your
Lorna's
Great
got
Dane's a
Palpy.
pup.
Huh?
Your Great Dane's a pup.
I mean, she's 2 years old, but
Wow.
yeah.
Wow, big.
It's a baby.
She's teeny though for a Great Dane. She's only 80 pounds. Like when you see her next to the other Danes, I'm just like, oh man, that dog, she's little, like comparatively. I mean, she's still a big dog, but she's very like, I don't know, prim and proper is like the best way to describe it. She's just like how she holds herself, how she's colored. She's just very like, I always feel like she's on the walkway.
Wow.
If you'd like to get a reading for any of your pets, we're requesting an open donation of suggesting $33.33 sent to paypal.me/Pellucidity in life. Oh, it's so hard. Losing our sweet friends. 18. Yeah, our oldest cat just hit 18 and he was like going, and then all of a sudden he changed his mind and now he's gained like 3 pounds. He's like playing with the mice and we're like, yes. Can you ladies see Lorna Walker's comments, please? If that is Lorna Walker, then yeah. Facebook's doing a strange thing where everyone's Facebook user. I don't know. StreamYard's doing it.
Yeah, Emma, we saw Lorna Walker's, and I also replied back to her directly.
Oh, beautiful. Yep, Sammy's handling all that. I just talk a lot.
I just see Facebook user.
Yeah. Yeah, I always keep the Facebooks open so I can tab in and see who's actually talking and reply back.
Amazing.
While the beautiful Allison
lambs away in her projector lifestyle.
She's a weaver of stories.
The weaves. Human design, man.
I've got to show you. This is my new diary for next year, right? You laugh.
Is it llamas?
Yeah. There's Jack. It's really good. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this. It's just my diary.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But I just love that one.
Oh, her little face. Penelope's like, she was so sad because it's the second last day of the llama calendar. She looked at me.
Yeah,
she's like,
I'm trying to find some.
She's like, how are we supposed to know the British?
In a box.
Yeah, she's like, does Lorna, is there more calendars? I was like, I don't know.
No, I haven't forgot.
It's fine. It just makes everyone.
No.
Like, for those of you who don't know, last year Lorna gifted my daughter a llama calendar, and it sits in our kitchen. It's the greatest ever because she marks off the days, and she's like, today is Boxing Day, or today is the Queen's whatever, and I'm just like, I learned all about British holidays this year. You have a lot of bank holidays. That's what I learned.
Doing yours in Kaylee's box up now. I'm just waiting for a few bits to come. And then you can have llamas.
I've been working on your box and Kaylee's box for over a year now. Your llamas move around the house. Sometimes they get plants in them too.
You've got loads of llamas.
Yeah, our spirit llamas. She just saw that moon one the other day, the electric blue moon one. Penelope. There's this electric blue moon llama. I was like,
Oh, that's amazing.
You would make a good mascot for a business. I said, all right. I'll tell everyone about it.
So I do have another llama, but it only rocks up when I've got problems. His name's Spartacus.
Is he a fighter? Is he a fighter llama?
Yeah, he's really good. He's got like a shield and like it sounds really bad, doesn't it? Like leather straps, and it's like in for the business. And I'm like, okay.
It's amazing. Elijah. Oh, we have these pink fluffy ones too that come through. Like a herd. It's actually pretty quiet in our sunroom today. Normally there's like a lot of activity.
Everybody just knows me, don't they now, as llamas?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm known for the fruit fly, so you know, it's If you guys are ever curious if I'm thinking about you, there's probably a big fat drunk fruit fly. Oh my. Makes Kaylee crazy. A pink one called Sophie who racked up at the doctor's surgery. Oh, rocked up, yeah. Isn't that wild?
Yes. I just know you, Sami, for the Great Dane and your dice.
Oh yeah, the dice.
The dice too. I don't know how you do that, by the way.
She's magic. That's how.
Just like oracle cards or tarot cards, very similar.
Only but you have to know astrology. It's not like oracle cards or tarot cards at all. You have to like know astrology.
Well, some people know all the meanings of the tarot cards.
Yeah. Well, I guess in that scenario, yes, but I don't know. Since it's astrology, because you know, like the houses and it can even get more complicated than that, right? Not necessarily with the dice, but like you talk about transits sometimes and like progressive moons that we're learning about too. Mm-hmm. If anybody's interested in co-learning all of that, we've got that delving into human design, astrology, and gene keys.
Mm-hmm. That's a really cool group.
It is fun. I'm having a good time. I've lost myself in human design. And unfortunately for everyone else, so have they. I'm like, hi, you doing anything? Can I pull your chart? Can I have it? Can I look at all your channels? Can we talk about it? Let's hang out.
Let's have a human design party.
Yeah. It's been driving, I think, everybody kind of crazy because now I talk to everyone differently. No, not crazy? In a good way?
No, I think it's good. Like I said, on the podcast, like it's good because once you find something that resonates with you and makes sense and has helped you, like it's good people want to spread that news out to others, right? Like if you find something that makes you feel whole and makes sense of the world and flatters you and makes you feel like you're doing it the right way, of course you'd want to go out and share that with everyone that you love and know, right? Like it's just like so beautiful and natural, I think.
Yeah, that's how Lorna feels about healing. I know that. I love when you talk about all your healing. It's my favorite.
Yeah, so like we did meditation last night. Like we went down to Monmouth and there was like 8 people, half and half, like didn't know how to do meditation, the others did. But it was so interesting afterwards. Like people say they can't do it. It was so interesting afterwards how people seen different things. And if it was colour or if they seen something, it means something. And I don't know. And then there was 2 people there and I'm like, okay, I'm coming. And it's sort of like, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to give you 5 minutes of healing. And then I help. Yeah. when I see people in pain, it's like, oh my God, I've got to go to them a minute. And yeah, it's terrible. But the thing is, Sheila said to me, I don't get rid of the other bit of energy. I just carry on. So when I'm absolutely exhausted, I'm like out for a few hours and then wake up then and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing channeling all that energy.
Mm-hmm.
The body.
I could do healing all day. Love it.
I know. I love healing too. Well, anytime we do the expos, I'm like, how many hours we have? It was like 8. I'm like, okay. All right, I'm ready. And then like halfway through, she's like, have you eaten? I was like, what's food? I don't know what that is. She's like, have you had water? I was like, I don't know. I think maybe, I don't know. That's what I did today. In between sessions, I like stood and talked and ate food and like drank water. And I was like, all right. My body's like, this feels good. I was like, cool. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, Jared spoke directly to my uterus. And I got stuffed grape leaves with basmati rice and tiramisu and then a giant lemonade. He knows how to talk to you guys. This is my new favorite thing. This is a skill that I've learned in human design. Jared goes, invites, he goes, hi, I see that the moon's at a certain space. I just want to know if I'm inviting myself to see if you're invited to letting your uterus speak today. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah. He goes, can I talk to your uterus for a minute? I was like, yeah. And he goes, uterus, what do you want for dinner? And I went, stuffed grape leaves with basmati rice, tiramisu, and a giant lemonade from Hate Chicken. He was like, okay, great. And he brought it home.
You went out and got all those things and brought it?
Yeah.
Where did he get stuffed grape leaves?
From the Turkish cafe.
Oh, man. I didn't know they had those.
And they make tiramisu there too.
Oh my gosh.
I know, Anatoly. Guys, there's this little restaurant called Anatoly. It was this little Turkish restaurant. And it was like totally covered in vines. And it was beautiful. And then they left. And then we cried because instead of working, we'd always be like, we could work or we could go eat Turkish food.
Every time.
We did that instead. Like every day. It was a point where they were like, you were here yesterday and the day before. And we're like, shh, no talking to us. Very close. That's an ADHD thing with food and water. Yeah, I believe that. You know, I was just listening about ADHD. Some interesting thoughts in human design about that. I'm like, can we do? I guess you can't do human design on animals, but
can you not? Is that not a thing?
I think it would be like animal design. Well, they're already like so perfect. You know what I mean? Like as humans, we come here to learn, but like animals, they really just come as like these beautiful support characters.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay. You're not going to learn this unconditional love thing on your own. All right, here I come. I'm going to show up at your house. Like it was like when you met Twy for the first time, right?
Uh-huh.
She was like a teeny, wasn't she like this big? A teeny little TT Twy?
Mm-hmm. 10 pounds or less than 10 pounds. Yeah. She fit like right here on my arm. She would still do the little piggy thing that puppies do where they go.
Oh.
She still tries to do that kind of thing now. We call it purring. She's trying so hard to purr. She thinks she's a kitty.
Yeah, she really does think she's a teeny tiny little lap cat. It's adorable. We have a friend staying with us, and she's got a Chihuahua who's this big.
Oh my God, he's lovely.
I'm so in love. Her name is Peanut, and she has a pink sweater, and she has a little collar with a little like lilac flower, and she's got the little snaggle tooth. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. She like yells at the cats. I was like, yell at the cats. Do it. Those cats, yeah, they should be yelled at. And she's like, I'm going to lay on you. And I'm like, yes. You want a treat? She was up for walking. And then Mo's like, I'm here. I was like, yeah, you're here though. Just over here healing. I was like, man, you're making me feel like you're Eeyore today. He's like, favorite character in Winnie the Pooh. Really understand that guy. I'm like, all right, fine, an extra scoop of food. Love the food. That's my Mo. That's funny. I haven't done any cat voices yet.
And there's King Ralph, which is my daughter-in-law's.
Ugh.
All Ralph wants to do is cuddle up behind you. So you sat on the chair, he'll come up and he'll push you back and you're literally hanging off the chair and he's cuddles up behind you. And then he got into bed with me and Andrew the other night, and instead of going long ways, he decided to go that way. And literally we were on the edge of the bed. And I went, every time he kicked, I either got the bad leg in my back, move. But I don't know. I love him. I just love animals.
He's so cute. What kind of dog is he again?
He's a Fizzler.
Yeah. Got that cool red coat. I have a Jaguar. Oh, man.
What's a Jaguar?
I don't know. Sam is going to Google it real quick. Find out. I want one, though. Anyone who has like, I have this, I'm like, yes, I want that.
I would guess, yeah, Jack Russell Terrier and Chihuahua.
That's the cutest thing ever. Now we're just going to talk about our animals, I think, now. That's what's going to happen. I love Kaylee's dog, too, Saren. She's a Jack Russell. She's so cute.
Oh, lovely.
So cuddly. I also love all the cats.
And then you've got Mike's dogs, Luna and Bella,
The confidential group.
which often frequently come to me.
I love it. I think I'm going to get 5 Frenchies. That's my plan. We're going to have 5 Frenchies, and Penelope wants 4 Corgis, which is it's a husky corgi mix. It looks like a miniature wolf. When we were telling Sammy was like, you're insane. Because you can't train either of those dogs. Hi, bro.
Well, you can. It's just corgis are like one of the most difficult breeds to train.
Right. So what I'm hearing is I can't. They'll just have wild. So we'll just have 4 of those roaming around and 5 Frenchies, Mo.
I'm just thinking like how much Jared hates when Mo barks and how much barking would happen if you had a Corgi.
Well, our neighbors have like a bunch of cute little dogs and they're adorable. Oh, any dog today? Did you name your dog yet?
I was brought up on a Corgi. Her name was Wendy. And apparently I had my cot, and apparently she would go underneath my cot and she would growl at everybody that came to me until I woke up myself. It's bizarre. Yeah. Queen's dogs, isn't it? Yes.
Dot. Your dog's name is Dot. Amy, thank you for sharing.
My son's friend entrusted him with a baby hedgehog to help take care of. So we have a hedgehog that is this big. It's this big. And my son like sat and like warmed up the hedgehog milk. Saren barely barks. That's true. She doesn't really bark. I always thought Jack Russell's barked a lot until I met Saren. And Saren really only barks if somebody comes to the door. I've noticed. Mo barks like 10 minutes after the people leave.
Yeah, the Horgies would sing to you. They would, yeah, they would howl and sing all the time. Like Twyla.
That'd be my dream, not Jared's dream.
I like when Jared tells Twyla no and she goes, yeah. That's my favorite. He'd be like, get out of the kitchen. And she's like,
She went back talking. She's a teacup Pomeranian. She only weighs 1.7 kilograms. Pablo, my little chihuahua, is in love. Oh,
that's the cutest.
Yes, everyone tell us about your pets. We're here for it. Share
Should I just do a live every week where I get on and we just all talk about our pets? That's my dream, I think.
Yeah, I totally support that. I get to hang out with, and talk about animals. We have the kitten. She's in spraying mode, so that's been great.
I didn't know female cats did that.
Apparently they do. She's the only female cat I've ever heard doing that. It's everywhere too. And I was like, oh, I think I'm going to be an outside cat friend.
Are you sure she's a female?
I mean, that's what the vet said.
Oh, well, yeah.
I truly believe my river talks to me all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll do, you know, yeah. It's nice. Quiet afternoon. Is it raining where you are? It's raining here. I mean, we live 10 minutes away, but still. 12. 10 as the crow flies.
It's raining.
It's also like
better
warm.
now, a lot better now. Because they've
Huh?
got weather, haven't they?
Our weather. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very concerned because it dropped like 40 degrees in 2 hours or something. And I was like, yeah, Arctic blast. I don't know if you call that lake effect or not.
Well,
Great. We talked about animals. We saw each other. This is good. People shared their animals. It was fun.
I think we did it.
We did it. Anyone else want to share about their animals before we get off? I'm here for it, man. It feels good. Maybe we should do like a Zoom meet and greet with our animals sometime.
Oh my gosh,
That'd be
yes.
so fun.
Yes.
Like a share circle.
Yeah.
People could bring all of their animals too. All right. Feels complete.
Feels good.
It's nice to see everybody. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us while we talked about animals. We'll do it again soon.
Yeah.
We'll be around. Great. You feel complete? Like, I'm just like, I had to talk about my dog. We got to talk. We had to check up on everybody. Sometimes it's nice just to get together.
Definitely. All right. Well, we'll catch you next time, everyone.